Today on Nebraska WoodSTR, it's the unveiling of the new tool. Let's show you. Hey WoodSTRs, my name is Mike. Hey, thanks for all of your guys' comments on what the new tool that's going to be in the wood yard. If one thing I do know is all of those ideas that you guys have had need to be in my wood yard at some point in time. I'm gonna have to get that past the War Department, but all right, here you go. So I told some of you out there that you were partly correct, some of you that were not even close, but all right, let's start showing you here. So we got the trailer backed up here. Of the wood processor. Pretty excited. Already ran it here, but you'll see that footage here in a little bit. But we have got ourselves and found, so here's a story on this deal. Pretty local, actually really local, within like 35 miles. An old boy had picked this up, kind of an old woodhound, WoodSTR, if you will. Picked that up, then the poor old boy got sick and didn't ever get to use it. So this thing has 20.4 hours on it, so virtually brand new. It was, I think he bought it 3 years ago. But anyway, it is a range road. So I would tell you entry level wood processor. So put Sassman to work on that thing here through the last week and just kind of getting our bearings on it. Had some things that we needed to get schnubbed up on there from just sitting there for 3 years and make sure we knew what the program was here before we got going. So yesterday we spent a whole entire day. So the one thing that this thing didn't come with was the wedge. For some reason the wedge got lost. So a wood processor without a wedge doesn't work very good. So did look it up, and I don't know, it was only like 180 bucks for a 4-way wedge, but it was like 280 to ship it. Not happening. So show you what we did yesterday. That was our program. Show you here. Put Sassman and his mad skills to work. I said, I need a wedge, make it 4-way. And so that's what we did yesterday. All right, show you. So all it is a 6-inch cutter bar. So the slot for the wedge was 6 inches by 1 inch. So we had 1/2-inch cutter bar and we just cut that in half, made and then welded them together. So you can see Sassman did a plug weld and then welded all of the ends. Damn thing weighs about 40 pounds, but ended up being exactly about 1 inch and 1/8. And yeah, 1 inch and 1/8 and about 6 inches and a little bit. So yesterday I spent about 3 or 4 or 5 hours grinding on this thing to get it to fit. But anyway, works pretty dang good. Show you here, throw it. Almost like it was made to go in there with 3 hours of grinding. Anyway, this here is, don't see too much out there on YouTube land about a range. Don't see too much out there about a range road, but it's kind of a manual gig there just to set your wedge, but works pretty good. Plug in place. Saw, I think that's an 18-inch blade is what we were thinking. So nothing automatic about this deal, all manual. So you lift those logs up there, got some nice rollers on it, But I got a solution to that you'll have to stay tuned for. But other than that, you can see I ran that there for a little bit. Conveyor seems to work well. We had to do a little bit of tensioning up on the belt. Nice little pile here. Been waiting all day to run this thing. The wind has been howling 70 miles an hour today, and so finally calmed down where I could do this here. So I ran that a little bit in the wind. So I'll show you some of that footage here as we run that, and you'll see a lot of it as we continue to run this processor. I'm going to look at groves and our demo jobs a lot differently now. Always looking for some of that big wood, looking for stuff that can make a difference in the yard. Now I'm going to be looking for anything about 16 inches and under that I can run through this thing and make life a lot easier. So still thinking about what the nickname, we got to put a nickname to this guy here. I got one in mind, but I'd be interested in your guys' comments on what we should nickname this baby here in the yard. So road range, not going to do it. Nice machine, but that's not going to be its nickname. So appreciate any of your comments out there, what we should name it, and yeah, we'll go from there. excited to have this new tool up in the wood yard. Should increase production quite a bit. Did run a little bit of that red nasty elm through there, about a 16-inch piece, and she rolled right through it. So we didn't take long to try and test that thing out. So anyway, you guys know the program. Thanks for sticking around with me and waiting to see the new tool in the wood yard. Thanks for all your comments on all the tools that I need to get. I'll start running that by the War Department, see what she thinks about that. And yeah, with that, like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you on the flip side.